So today I had to charge my client almost $400 for a silk press. Before y'all hop in my comments, let me tell you why. So today I had a new client come through. When she first walked in, she did let me know that she was straight out of knotless braids. She let me know that she originally had gotten the braids done at the end of May. During the duration of wearing them, she did get the edges redone. So in total, she wore these knotless braids for about 4 months, which was about 8 weeks past what's recommended to wear a protective style. And protective style is no longer protective when it's over worn. And because she wore her hair up so long, it was matted. The base of the braid had grown out. It was completely matted by lint, oils, dead hair, edge gel, dandruff, and everything else. In order to properly detangle her hair, I had to saturate each one of these braid boxes, pull them apart, and comb them out one by one. I started this process at around 10:15, and I did not complete her hair until 3:30. Did have clients that showed up in between, which I did have to sit her off to the side so that I could get their services complete. But for the most part, majority of this appointment was detangling her hair. Y'all, it was most definitely a job. But I wasn't gonna stop until I got my girl all detangled. As you can see, she has a lot of damage. That is due to the fact since her hair was up so long and because it was matted at the base, she lost a lot of hair. She had already came in prepared to cut it off. Now she was prepared for a shortcut, but I cut it in the bob first because I just really wanted to make sure that's what she wanted was a shortcut. We ended up adding a couple pieces in the front. When I cut it off into the bob, she was like, girl, this is really cute. I was like, see girl, I told you. You ain't have to cut your hair off into no pixie cut. Because she did ask me what I thought would look cute. And I told her we can either leave some length on it, or we can do a bob cut, or we can do the short cut that you wanted. And she really ended up liking the blunt cut bob look. So that's what we end up going with. Then, like I said, I did have some hair laying around the shop. So I did add a couple pieces to the bang area. What a lot of people don't know is that when your hair is thinning, it can be attributed to many things that include blood pressure medicine, thyroid, premenopause, alopecia. It could just be hereditary. I always like to ask my clients these questions so that we can narrow down the root cause of what could be causing the thinning. But nonetheless, my girl didn't have to leave with a pixie cut. She loved her bob. Did fuss at her a little bit about leaving the braids up too long. But in the end, we got another satisfied customer. She said she most definitely will be back. Thank y'all for watching. Bye.